Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are out at Spring Valley Park in Kalamazoo, Michigan to play a practice round for the Cracked Plastic Classic in February.
Yeah, well, we're on Christmas break and it's a 45-degree day in December.
With tons of wind.
Never played here, so we thought we'd check it out, see if we want to come and play the tournament. Yeah. So we thought we'd bring you guys along for the ride. Here we go.
Here we go, let's have some fun. Welcome back everybody to the booth where it isn't a booth. We got Team Taylor commentary out at Spring Valley Park in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Yes, sir. Here we go. This was a few weeks ago, so I don't think I remember every single shot. It'll be like watching different people play.
Oh, okay.
At the sidearm?
Yes, so hole 1 is about 300 feet, and you're trying to throw it down to this green, which has a triple mando entering to this basket, elevated with about 15 feet either way of the basket, OB long and right.
Interesting.
It's a very interesting setup.
I don't think we even realized that it was a triple mando to the green when we were throwing the tee shots. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought maybe it was like in front of it or something, but and like the OB would be all of the cement, but nope.
And here's the tee for hole 2. This is like 450-foot hole, but it's a triple mando off the tee.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're trying to put a decent move on this drive.
Yeah.
And it's very intimidating.
Yeah.
We did both hit the mando nicely. You crushed it. And I was just trying to get one out there really for an easy 3. Because I'm not getting 450 anyway, so...
So you're about 150 here. By the way, everybody, super windy.
Yeah, it was a very windy day. I'm remembering now.
It was very, very windy out there. So
You see that thing just float on the air there. Yeah.
I was about 70 feet out. Had to just
even
pitch
these putts, these 15-footers were like, oh, I hope it stays in.
Yeah.
And you can hear it.
Yeah. Trust me, guys. This audio is turned way down, and you can still hear the wind.
Yep. All right. Hole 3. This was about.
I think it said 350, but it's so uphill that it plays so much further.
Yeah. And
we were teeing off.
Got mine a little too much to the right there and caught some.
There's a road right behind it that we think is the tee box looking back on it, but we teed off in the sand that was in front of the road.
It was a little unclear where exactly the tee pad was.
So anyone near Kalamazoo, type in the comments which one's the actual tee box for hole 3, because we...
Is it the
sand or the cement?
Yeah. The asphalt or the sand there.
So my drive
that was a great drive by
there.
you, and this is for 4 for me now.
Yeah. Unfortunate couple shots from you, and got up and down on your third.
Well, it's a rough
least.
one. I mean, if you don't get a decent drive in the fairway, you're going to be probably taking a 4.
Yeah.
This is a unique hole.
On 1, 2, and 3, I would just be happy to get pars for sure.
Yeah. This is severely downhill and right. There's a quote fairway to the left, but there's this other gap here that people obviously
Cheaters
throw
gap,
down.
For sure.
I'm not sure if there would be a mando.
Yeah, that's another thing. Any other Kalamazoo locals, if you've played a tournament there,
but it sure looks like people throw the way that we just did.
Is there a mando on hole 4? Because we didn't know either.
Either way, it's a really unique hole.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of holes like it. It was super downhill.
It was like a 50-foot drop probably on a short hole, so it was pretty cool.
It probably played like 150. And hole 5 is a really tight hole and goes really uphill at the end and left, but you want it to go straight. Yeah, thank you. You want it to go straight for about 275 before you even get to fade out to the left. So another tricky hole with the basket up on a slope. So if you're too far left, it's a really scary putt.
Yeah, that hill is steep.
Very, very.
It's flat and then uphill very quickly on this one.
I was really hoping to get a birdie there after what felt like a really good drive.
This is definitely not a gimme birdie.
Yeah.
That hole there.
So hole 6.
There's hole 6 now.
Pretty tight gap for either a backhand or a forehand. Forehand seems to open it up a little bit more for a righty. And this basket is actually on the side of another slope that leads to the water's edge. We did not know this when we were throwing from this.
We were just doing sidearm because of the shape of the fairway that we could see and hitting the gap. And then we got up here, we're like, oh, geez. There's
good thing we threw forehands. Cause
the river.
If it had been a backhand, it would have...
We could have totally just skipped it under the basket and see you later.
Nerves of steel, man. Guys got...
Okay, so it's not a complete drop-off behind the basket. There is some land on a slope there, but
still,
yeah, you
off the tee, you're probably going to find yourself OB if you're going left fast.
That'll still make you pucker a little bit, that putt I had there, but I was glad to make it. This is a cool one, you know.
Definitely don't want to leave it short.
Required over water carry, you know, short hole, but gotta get it over the water with some accuracy.
So both of our drives landed about 25 feet short and 25 feet long, which on today is like a bonus putt.
Yeah.
It's a little low there.
I think you had the headwind putt and I had the tailwind putt.
Yeah. So there was a super thin layer of ice, and Micah just really wanted to throw a rock off of it, and it made a very cool sound. It was cool.
Yeah, like that reverberating vibration sound. People probably know what I'm talking about. If you've ever thrown rocks onto thin ice, it's a cool sound.
It's a very cool sound. Go out and try it today.
Oh, I just remembered my shoulder was feeling really weird on this day, and it showed on this shot.
On that shot,
I was frustrated.
He wasn't too
I remember
happy.
driving down, and I was like, if I can't throw, you know, I'll videotape you guys. But I worked it out, and luckily, it felt better the next day, and it hasn't felt weird since. So I don't know what was up that day, but it was making me throw differently on some shots. You
weren't feeling it on all of them. Still playing pretty good though. I feel like on either 12 of this course, it's like if you're under par, you're doing something right. It's a very hard course with a lot of difficult lines.
As I recall, I think there's a series of shorter ones on the back half, though, that, you know, you could line up some twos on.
There's a couple.
Now, we're on this one, we're both opting to go hyzer around and not risk the large trees that you can see there getting shut down early.
Yeah, you threw a second shot, and you see that pink one up there, and that was his second shot going up the middle.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
He still has this look in Kansas, which is ridiculous. It's like...
That was long.
It's 30-mile-an-hour gusts, and he's just banging 55-footers like there's no wind, you know?
It was like 65. That was a long ways away, I remember.
It was a long putt, and then I missed mine. I was like, oh, I'm going to make...
Which
you
is
were
fine.
like, sorry, Luke, I'm going to big putt you. And I was like, and then I missed. So, that's unfortunate. Hole 10. This one's kind of weird. This one probably wasn't one of my favorites on the course.
That's probably the best line to get a putt. Yeah. But you're not going to, like, totally park it with what you and I just did. Unless you get lucky through those trees.
Yeah, like mine looked so good, and then
see all those, you'd have to get through those. Mine cut in front of those, which is safer, but then you still have a 25er.
With the sidearm, you're looking to go right in front of those trees.
Maybe 20 is what I have here. Yeah, there we go.
20, 25, good putt. Another birdie, racking them up.
Oh yeah. Ooh, look at that.
I'll take it.
Definitely.
This one was super weird.
Very unique. That drive is not.
That is a good drive.
But it's out in the open. Like, this is a weird. Look at this.
That's a Nuco S, and I'm turning it over a lot.
The basket is up on the hill. It's an S-shaped hole that goes downhill and back uphill through a tunnel. So it's a lot going on. And
mine somehow skipped up that path, and I was left with that pitch out. And I was like, what?
You got no reward for an incredible drive.
Yeah, here we have hole 12, final hole of the front 12 here. Little downhill straight shot.
Mm-hmm. Hit the gap. Oh, not like that.
So now
I thought it was going to go straight, like I said.
Yeah. Now I'm looking to correct here. I've got my vulture out. Throwing it flat, a little bit of turn, and it got it done.
You went vulture slightly faster. I was trying to do a stalker there and just didn't snap it straight enough.
And with that, we'll have 2 tap-ins to wrap up the front 12 here.
Nice birdie for you.
Yep. Both of us at 3 down. Thanks for watching the front 12, guys. Stay tuned for the back, and please like and subscribe.